just getting better, man. You got Gervonta Davis that can knock almost anybody out. He's a counter puncher. He's a counter punch knockout fighter. He's a checkmate fighter. You know what I'm saying? Now you have somebody like that, and if you put somebody like Duran in there, I will wager that Duran gets knocked the hell out. Why? Because Duran's gonna come forward.
He's and slug too much? You think slug too much?
He's going to try to exchange, and that's where he gets countered with a big shot and gets knocked out. You know, I mean, shit. Like what happened with him and what's the tall guy?
Hearns.
Hitman Hearns.
Yeah, Hearns.
What happened to Hearns? He got knocked way the fuck out. Well, what would happen against a short Gervonta Davis? The same fucking thing. He gets knocked way the fuck out. Like it's just like.
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. So
I was talking to a fighter recently. I don't know if you know Blair Cobbs. So I was interviewing this fighter named Blair Cobbs, the welterweight. He's solid. He's all right, but he had an interesting take. He said that he thinks that Gervonta Davis would have beat prime Roberto Duran, and his reasoning was because he said that fighters today are getting better. Do you agree with that?
Who told you that?
This guy named Blair Cobbs. He's a welterweight.
What kind of welterweight is he?
Where
are you from?
He's from Philadelphia. He was born in Mexico. He's black, but he's born in Mexico, and he trained in Philadelphia for a little bit. But
well, you tell them that Coach Stacey Mckinley said, "Go back and get a job," okay? Because what you talking is crazy. You can't see this. You don't know nothing about boxing. Go back and get you a job, okay? Yeah. Ain't none of them boys would have beat nobody you see out on the face of the earth from 154 pounds on down, maybe 160 pounds. It could have beat Roberto Duran. Now, I can tell you that right now. That's out. Duran, Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, killed all of them. What you talking about, man?
Cause he said, what did he say? He said because Tank is an aggressive counterpunch, you know, Duran likes to slug a lot, and so he feels like Tank would have dissected him, and because he's such a big puncher, but he's a counterpuncher, that he would have got him. He would have.
Look, I like Tank. Tank been in my gym. I like Tank. Tank got the ability to be a great fighter. I don't think I was telling this trainer, Kevin, about a month ago. He called me when we get on this podcast with him. I was telling him, I said, the kid is not fighting up to his potential. He can be a lot better than what he is. So I'm not taking anything. He one of the best out there right now. But he's not in the class with Roberto Duran. Duran, they would have knocked him out, man. He'd been knocked out in 2 rounds. He couldn't stay there with them.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that about Duran?
Duran just was in a class, a whole different class, man. A whole class of talent, fighting ability. He came from a welterweight, a featherweight, all the way up. Fought for the light heavyweight championship against tough fighters. He's a great, one of the all-time. In fact, he's number 4 on my list. I got Sugar Ray Robinson. I got Muhammad Ali. I got Sugar Ray Leonard. And I got Roberto Duran. That's my 4 all-time greats. Roberto Duran is a master. Sugar Ray will tell you. He's hard to hit. Duran is very hard to hit. You can punch with either hand. He got heart, chin. He got everything perfect. Class all by itself. Can do nothing. No fighter in the world under 160 pounds on down in the world could beat Roberto Duran. And the light heavyweights couldn't beat him either.
Damn.
Today.
Right now, it's not, the Bivol and Beterbiev, they don't beat Roberto Duran either? Have you watched those guys?
None of them beat him. And the Charlo brothers and all of them got knocked out in 3 rounds. Every last one of them. Duran would have, well, I didn't even think about what Duran would have done to them. Tommy Hearns would have turned him over. I mean, come on, man. Who's this guy?
He's like this fringe welterweight contender. He fought, his biggest fight, he fought a guy named Alexis Rocha, and Alexis Rocha knocked him out 2 years ago.
Well, you all take your film out your camera and throw it away.
I hear you.
Yeah, he don't know about no boxing. He got to go do something else.
I got you.
Better leave that alone.
Yeah, Stacey, I never asked you about, he's made a lot of noise over the last year, that Japanese fighter, Inoue, the monster. I don't think I've ever asked you about him on camera.
Which one?
Naoya Inoue, the monster. He fights at 122. He just became undisputed. He knocked out Stephen Follin about a year ago. You watched him fight at all? He's a short boxer puncher.
Oh, yeah, he's tough. Yeah, he's I know. I saw him. I think a couple of times I saw him. He's tough. You know, you got some guys in the other weight classes that's tough.
Because a lot of people they kind of put him in that class like he's on his way to becoming like one of the greats of boxing.
It's a possibility because he's tough. Those kids got pedigree, and they're hungry. So American fighters now, all they want to do is get on the internet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, right?
They're on the internet all the time, and the internet is. See, there was a time you couldn't get information on the fighter. The only time you get information on the fighter is sparring partners go from gym to gym and tell everything.
Yeah.
But now you go on the internet, you see them. You never would know how my fighters looked in the gym, and these type of things. So, but anyway, but the boxing is going on, and everybody said, well, you know, Showtime out of boxing and HBO's out of boxing. They didn't have Showtime and HBO when Sugar Ray Robinson was fighting.
No.
Boxing gonna be here because there's always gonna be some poor kids, and that's where we from. Poor kids, broken home, broken dreams, and broken promises.
I got you.
That's the fight game, and that's where we are. That's a poor man's sport, and there's a lot of poor people in this country and in most countries. So we got to have some fights.
For sure.
No problem.
Yeah, apart from like the guys in your stable, like the Bray brothers, are there any fighters upcoming that you've seen recently that you say, you know what, that guy's gonna be something in boxing? No, nobody.
No, I ain't seen nothing. I heard people talk about this. I'm at the national championship. I'm looking. Only thing I saw was the Bray brothers. The only thing I saw was Alex. You know, we had some good amateur fighters. You talking about really stand out?
Yeah, like
no.
Top shelf.
I ain't seen it.
Blue chip talent, no?
Even the number one fighter in Alex weight class, he was number one in the country. Knocked out in 40-something seconds. Somebody would say, well, he's a hell of a fighter. Yeah, but what about this one right here? Just turn him over. Young boy. Come on, man.
I got you, Stacey.
Okay.
Well,
let me go to work.
Any final message before we end the interview?
Keep your eyes on the Bray brothers. Keep your eyes on Alex Bray. Remember what I'm telling you. They call him the Melbourne Cobra. And his brother, they call him the Smoke. Smoke gonna be smoking on the 22nd at the Hard Rock. Then Alex is going to Panama. Viva Panama, baby. One more time.
There you go. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank
you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.